Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are. I'm Howard Naylor, and welcome to another episode of The Listening Chair. We're so glad to have you. We got a good one for you today, folks. Today, I'm with Robin Wyatt and Michael Van Voorhis. Robin is with Robyatt Audio. Robin's company has the most interesting brands, and Michael's going to tell us all about Finley Audio's very excellent cables. Without any further ado, let's roll the tape.
So today we are using the quad electrostatic 2912, the new ones. We are using a Java HiFi integrated amp, which has a built-in DAC and moving magnet phonostage and Bluetooth. Our front end is a VPI direct drive RA for roundabout or Robyatt audio turntable. VPI very kindly allow me to use their direct drive platform for custom bespoke turntables. I'm the only guy that uses the VPI direct drive apart from VPI. This is one that Matt and I made up as a collaboration, but I've made 4 or 5 in all kinds of different plinths. And I don't think there's a better direct drive platform out there. I have a bird of prey tonearm from Thailand I import, and on the front of that is a TZAR DST phono cartridge. I have a Senore music server for our digital presentation. And then, of course, I've just commissioned some step-up transformers to be made for the moving coil cartridge. That will be coming out next year in a nice powder-coated case. It uses tube sockets, so you'll be able to drop in different kinds of transformers for the different phono cartridges you want. We'll be able to make them for an exactly correct impedance for your cartridge, or a standard one like the one I'm using today, which is a 1 in 20 I'm using with the TZAR DST, and it sounds wonderful. And it's only going to be just under $1,000, so the price point is extraordinary.
Awesome.
So that is our system, very simple. We also have a wax rack stand for the LPs that we are using today.
I've been to David's factory, and we have a video actually up on the channel, so we will put the link to that in the description section so people could take a look at that. I have a wax rack record holder when display a piece.
That's
it's
right.
Pretty cool. I use it all the time. I use it every day, so I really love his stuff. You get great brands that people may not know about. How do you go about finding these brands?
A lot of people come to me because I have such esoteric brands, and I've been a part of the deep underground of audio for many years. So like the cartridge I have is a reproduction of the Neumann DST 62, a long gone but very, very revered phono cartridge from the 50s and 60s really, that people want, and it's very unique. You have to track it at 6 grams, so it's a limited audience. But once you hear it, you understand why it's so revered.
Okay.
Oh, and the tonearm again is very unique. It's a unipivot, but it's a magnetically stabilized, viscous damped unipivot. It works like a gimbaled arm. It's again a very esoteric arm, the best tonearm I've ever come across. But it's a limited audience for people that want the very best and something that is very different from stock run-of-the-mill audio fare.
So there's some distributor out there. Some people say that the old quads have never been surpassed, and they're just so transparent and so just cohesive and beautiful. And other people say, you're kidding me, technology has moved on, and they're nice, they're quaint, and they're nice, and they sound great, but the modern technology-driven speakers are indeed better. What's your feel on that?
My feeling on that is that the people that say that it's the best loudspeaker ever are correct. Just to give an example and use an automotive analogy, if you had an original Jaguar E-Type and were driving it from when it was built, it wouldn't compete with anything today. But if you'd had a full factory off restore and some of the parts replaced with modern parts, and now you have this original Jaguar E-Type, but it's performing to a completely new level because it's been fully restored. And that's what Kent McCullum of Electrostatic Solutions does. He takes those old Quad 57s, takes them apart, rebuilds them, and they sound better than when they were new.
You have a brick and mortar store, in Pennsylvania. Maybe you can tell us about how you operate.
I do indeed. I have a by appointment demonstration room where I have tube equipment, solid state, I have digital via streaming or CD, and then I have analog. So I can put together systems from a few $1,000s to many thousands of dollars. Nothing's esoteric, astronomic, I should say, because I don't think you need to spend a ridiculous amount of money to get a great sound system.
Okay, so good. Let's hear from Michael about the Finley cables.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much, Howard and Kempfer, for having us here and talking with everybody. My name is Michael Van Voorhis again, one of the 4 owners of Finley Audio. We have been partnering with Robin now for a few years. He does like our stuff, and I can understand why. We are based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where all of our cables are handmade directly by us. We've been in business for about 6 or 7 years now, and our full line of cables just grows year after year just to serve everybody. Like, for instance, the stuff that we have today for Robin. We have our Cirrus line of cables, or top-of-the-line cables, from power to interconnects to phono, USB, you name it, we can supply it for you. It works very well with a variety of equipment, but especially the quads, especially the Java HiFi that we're featuring today.
Okay. And as far as price points, what are your cables? What are the least expensive cables, and what are the most, just in general terms?
So we have 2 lines for right now, with new lines going to be coming out shortly. Our 2 lines are the lower line, the Stratus, and our Stratus line starts at $345, and that's for everything. The whole line starts at $345. We try to make it as easy as possible for everybody to understand. For this line, the Cirrus line, the power starts at $1185, and the interconnects start at $1285.
Okay. And why did you match up these particular cables in this system?
Just because of the synergy. We believe, Robin agreed that that our best product makes the products that he wants to feature just shine even more. Our products basically get out of the way, and if you put together a bad system, you will hear that. But if you keep putting together great systems like Robin does every year and finds that synergy, our products just allow your equipment just to shine through, and you'll hear your equipment better.
It's your premier technology.
We just start with solid engineering measurements, building techniques, very, very good internal materials, like our internal materials for our Cirrus is 7/9 copper. That's just to start off. We use silver, rhodium, copper, and all of our products. And we have found that when building a cable, everything makes a difference. So when we go through our design process, we pay attention to everything to come out with the result that we need, and which then is apparent with how people take it.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're looking forward to hearing the system today.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Michael.